This is your one-stop shop for inspiration. The Erica Latrice Show. And now, here's your host, Erica.
Now it's time for Behind the Story. This is so powerful to me because it's so easy to see people on a platform, to see their success, but we don't always know or understand what they had to go through to get there. And now we will. With the Erica Latrice Show, we're going behind the story of some of the most well-known, inspiring, or successful, or everyday people who are opening up with us about their journey to get to the place that we now see them in success. So today I am kicking this off with Aaron. Aaron is a director of A Christmas Carol, and his story is one that touched me in my heart, and I know that it will do the same for you. Here's Aaron's story.
Hi, I'm Aaron Williams, and I currently live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I am from New Bern, North Carolina, and I teach theater over in Greenville, so I'm all over the place. I started in church. You know, my dad's pastor, and my mom's a pastor's wife, and she's a singer, and she was always trying to get me up on stage. So I sang my first song at church, and then I did my first production of Cinderella in kindergarten. I was the prince. I had one line. I said, "I love you, Cinderella," and I drew that out so dramatically and made sure I was on stage for as long as I could be. I even had my grandma make my costume. I drew it out, so I need it just like this, Grandma. She made it look good, and ever since then I've been hooked. Well, I'm currently working on A Christmas Carol, a new musical here in New Bern, North Carolina at the Masonic Theater. I've worked with them for about 5 years, and wonderful, wonderful theater. Their arms are always open and always willing for new ideas and new things to happen. So this is actually what they call the Runaway Project, because nobody wanted to direct the show. And I said, I'll do it. I listened to the music and I was blown away because it's brand new. It's a new musical, and the music is 5-part harmonies, and it is fantastic. So I said, if we're going to do it, we're going to go big. So it's funny because my journey has not been an easy one. When I was in middle school, I was severely picked on, just called names, you name it. It was very hard. My self-esteem was very low. So theater was a time for my escape. It was a time for me to come and be myself and have fun and be the person that I knew and my family knew that I could be. And so it was a journey. And then we moved when I was in high school. So I went from this kid who everybody picked on to, once we moved, all of a sudden I became the class clown, and I had a different journey. I became popular for the first time. I thought I was in the movie Carrie. I thought they'd pour the pig's blood on me because I didn't trust people at that moment, because I was still learning to believe that people actually liked me. And so from there I started gaining some confidence, and my mom was always my biggest cheerleader. She said, you have amazing talent and use it. So I went to college, and at first I started out with a broadcast journalism degree, and I looked like I was 12, so it wasn't working out. And then I went into my theater passion, and I started doing that, and I got into that role, and at 19 I directed my first show, and I realized I had a talent for that, and not just in acting. I love to act, I sing, I do all of it, but the directing part of it was just, it's a vision that you get to set before yourself and go for it. It was hard at first to direct people, because when you're that kid who's always afraid of what people think about you, it's hard to direct others. But once you learn that you have a talent and you're able to do it, you're able to inspire others, and then that gives you the confidence to say, hey, I can do this. And that's where my journey started. I have had some crazy stuff. At 20 years old, my mom passed away. And so once that happened, my world ended. She was the glue that stuck the family together. And we were a very close family on both sides, and it really just hit us so hard that we didn't know how to cope. And I just remember my mom whispering in my ear, you got this, you got this. So it took me a while, but I gained the strength from always remembering her believing in me. And then over the last 4 years, I lost both my brothers. I'm the youngest of 3. And one passed away of a heart attack at a very young age, which shocked me. I didn't know that that could happen. And the other one, and we talk about it because it's important that there's mental health out there, but my oldest brother killed himself. And it was a journey that's taken me to dark places, but my theater family and my regular family took me to the light. It took me to believe in that life is about a journey and getting through the hardships and the pain and putting that forth into your craft. And that's why I have high expectations, and that's why I go with everything that I got, and that's why I want to make beautiful magic on stage, and so that gets me through it. It's funny because my dad was always like, you can't go into this field. You won't make any money. You need to be that, doctor, lawyer, whatever else. But I knew that my talent was in the arts. And so what I say is go for your dream. Go with your gut. Do it. Because when you have something in you and you don't use it, you're going to always feel like there's something holding you back, no matter what job you take. And you're always going to feel a little bit of unhappiness. But when you go for it and you strive to do your best in it, you will feel this power within you, and then that magic will come out of you, and I promise you it's something that you'll not regret. I'm a goofball, so I love to have fun. And I had a friend of mine named Keith Boyd. He would assistant direct with me, and I was doing Sweeney Todd, and I was trying to show Miss Lovett how to do all the girly parts, because we have to teach the girl stuff and the boy stuff. And so I was going up there, and I was like prancing around and showing her and doing all this stuff, and he was filming me. So when they did the credits, when they actually made a video of it, I looked over, and there I was like, and everybody died laughing. I said, "You got that on camera?" So, that's one of the many things, but I've had many other things happen. I have fallen off the stage while I'm directing. I'm literally so into it that I walked back and I fell off stage. During a show, by the way, before the show started. So that's embarrassing, but it happened. I'm telling you, when I listened to the music online before I chose to do the show, it's such an inspiring score that when you listen to it, it brings forth a change in you. I don't know how to express it other than the songs are so beautiful, and it has a story of that it's not all about you, that there's something greater out there, there's something higher out there, a higher being. There's a message within this story that is so powerful that no matter what you believe in, you will go with a changed heart. And I promise you, some people it's hard for them to get into the Christmas spirit because of the hustle bustle and the have to go shopping for everybody and spend lots of money and go in debt. But it's not about that. It's about family. It's about love. It's about sharing. It's about doing good deeds. And this shows all of that. And you will leave inspired.
And the inspiration continues behind the story with the cast of A Christmas Carol.
My first role in the costume and the threads that I'm rocking right now, I am Mr. Fezziwig, who is Scrooge's boss when he was younger. Scrooge was actually an apprentice for him, and I'm just jolly, so it's kind of cool that the character I am playing is actually who I am all around, just having fun, enjoying people having at the house, and I don't know, it's just great entertainment. It will be fun to watch me dance. I'm not a great dancer, as you saw earlier, but I love to cut a rug, so.
I'm playing mainly Christmas Future and like other ensemble characters, but Christmas Future, I'm scary. I don't speak, I don't sing like the other ghosts do, and basically I just stand here and scare the bejesus out of everybody and their brother. Pretty much. And I heard about it I've worked with Aaron before. I've been in the community theater for about 3.5 years now. This is my 10th or 11th production, and I really hope to work for Aaron again. He's amazing, like you can't even explain it. And he was my first onstage production director as well. And I recently did a teen camp with him, and he's like a learning camp kind of thing. And he was like, I've seen so much growth in you. So he's one to push you, and he will be blunt with you, but that's the kind of exposure that you need. You need someone to be straight up with you. Your parents are going to be like, oh my God, you were so great. And then he will be like, no, oh my God, no, stop. Like, this is how we fix it. But it sounds bad, but I promise it's not. He's a wonderful person.
The first time this particular show's ever been done in New Bern, actually in all of North Carolina. This show is a brand new show. It's only been produced for the last couple of years, and I don't think it's ever been done in North Carolina before. So it was something to do that'd be special.
Really, the purpose of doing it, I mean, I don't know if you heard the whole story of how I got involved in this production, or not. It's just the kids hounded me. Our kids have been involved in theater here in New Bern for a while, and they just kept hounding, Dad, you got to come do an audition sometime. And I expected to just go and appease them and just do an audition. Appease them. And that was going to be it. Maybe play, a small role or something like that. And then they called the next day and, well, we want to offer you a small part. We want you to be Scrooge. Oh, no, all those lines, I can't do it. Going from carnal to just seeing the light.
For more inspiration, visit us online at ericalatrice.com.